Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and it is that time again to talk about all the plants that I bought this month. So I don't know if I'm going to continue the budget thing throughout the year this year, honestly, because I forgot to continue it last year, like towards the end of the year. I kept forgetting to write the plants down. How much were they? I didn't save the receipt. How much do I have? And then the budget, I kept rolling over the amounts, and by one of the times I was like, I have like $200. That's crazy. I'm never going to spend it. So if my spending gets out of control this year, I'll start putting myself on a budget. But as far as right now, sky's the limit. Anyway, so let me show you what I bought this month. First thing I did show in a video already was this beautiful, I think it's a ring of fire. A lot of you guys did confirm it was a philodendron ring of fire that I found at Walmart for $10. I found two of them and I potted both of them into this pot. So although I did buy two plants, it's now one plant. Plant math. There's a really funny thread going on in one of the comments. One of you guys was talking about plant math and how you justified plants that you have and stuff, and it was so funny. And so many people commented on that comment about their own kind of plant math. So funny. I loved reading that so much. Anyway, so now this is one plant, but this was such a good find at Walmart. I mean, look how pretty these leaves are. I did see some other ones there. When did I go? A couple days ago, and I saw some other ones there, but they're those really the small ones, you know, still really pretty. They're not all like wet and mushy like everyone was finding a couple of months ago. They were looking pretty good, but I was so happy with this find. I'm so glad they both fit into this pot. I mean, I made them fit into this pot, but yes, such a good find. Had to get it, couldn't leave it there. Love it so much, and so far it's doing well. There are a couple of leaves like this one here I could probably just take off. Oh yeah, like it was like barely even attached. But the rest of the plant's doing really well. I'm just kind of letting it dry out right now, and then I will give it a little water because it was kind of moist when I potted them together initially. So that I thought was going to be the last plant that I bought because I wasn't really finding anything out there that was new and cool. Until this little baby came along. Ugh! When I saw this, I felt this rush of nostalgia come over me. So I got this from a local nursery here at Osuna Nursery, and this is a begonia. It just says angel wing begonia. It didn't come in this pot, it just came in this little pot here. It was $12.99, and I actually was drawn to the begonias because I got to see one of those crazy begonias. Though I'll put the picture here because I took one, of course. It's one of those ones with like the rounded leaves and it looks like it has little pokey things on it. I was so excited to see that. And the only person I've seen online that has one that like shows it regularly is that plant gal or the plant gal. And every time I see it, I'm like, I want to see one in real life so bad. And they had one and I actually went out loud. Oh my God. And there was another customer like around the other table. She heard me, I guess. And she walked over to the side to where I was, but you know when someone is looking at the thing that you want to look at, but you don't want to be in the way, so you politely just like look at random stuff nearby. That's what she was doing. So then I took my picture and I looked at it and I marveled over it. I ended up leaving with this one, and right when I walked away, she went over it taking pictures of it because it was so cool. But it was $50. $50. I didn't buy it, of course, and when I got home and told my boyfriend that story, and I said, oh my God, it was $50. And I said, I didn't buy it. And he said, you didn't buy it? Not because it was $50. He said, but every begonia you've ever bought has died. So I was like, how dare you remember that, throw it in my face. Anyway, I left with this. And you know, of course I have best intentions. I'm gonna keep this growing. I'm gonna keep it moist and never let it dry out. And when I said I felt like a wave of nostalgia, there's something about this begonia that it makes me feel nostalgic for a time that wasn't even that long ago. It was 2021. I'm feeling nostalgic for me in the spring of 2021. I had just discovered houseplants and I had bought an angel wing begonia. And I named it Dottie because it had all these beautiful little dots on these beautiful leaves. Ugh, it's so pretty. Anyway, I loved that plant with all my heart. I wanted it near me all the time. Wherever I was in the apartment, if I was doing the dishes, if I was just sitting watching TV, I would bring the plant and I'd put it right there. There was just something about this kind of begonia that I just loved. I would take it into the shower when I was in the bathroom and I was showering. I would put it in the bathroom because the heat and stuff, I felt it would really like that moisture in the air. That plant is no longer with us because I did not know how to take care of it, and I'm sure I put it in direct blazing sun. I'm sure I did something like that with the plant. But when I saw this, I thought, like, it made me feel a certain kind of way of like, dang, remember when plants were just simple and easy and our houses weren't filled with 300 plants? Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I'm on my way to 300. But it just made me feel kind of good. And like I said, nostalgic for a time that's not even that long ago. I don't know. I just love it. I had to have it. And there's a little flower there that's really cute. And I'm hoping to do good by this plant because it made me feel really, really good when I bought it. And every time I see it now, I'm just like, oh, that's my baby. That's my baby begonia. And I love it. Oh my, I don't know. It just makes me feel good. It just makes me feel good. And if you have plants like that, let me know. Let me know the ones you have that they just give you all the good feelings. Because this one, it just does that. It just does that for me. It makes me feel really good. I don't know what it is. Okay, and then the last one, I did buy another one. I am on the hunt for the Alocasia Jacqueline. I want it so bad. And some of you have left me comments saying you just found it, or you found it at Lowe's or Home Depot, or different places that you've been seeing them. So I've been shopping, I've been stopping, not shopping, I've been stopping and checking, and I haven't found one, but I did find something else. From Wild Interiors, I found a perfect specimen of an Alocasia Ninja. So I've heard of this plant before, and just seeing it in pictures, I always thought it was just gonna be like the Alocasia Black Velvet, because it looks just like it in pictures. But seeing it in person, you can tell it's not a black velvet. I mean, it has a lot of the same characteristics, that nice leaf shape. It's thick, 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 thick. Like, this feels fake. It's so pretty. It's just like so smooth and weird. It's very, very different for a houseplant, like this texture. I just loved it so much I had to get it. And then I immediately freaked out because it feels very similar to the Silver Dragon Alocasia. And I had multiples of those and they've all died. And I kept thinking anything with that leaf texture I'm never gonna buy again. But this, like, can you hear it? It's just so weird. I had to get it. I had to get it, and it's absolutely perfection. It's from Wild Interiors. It's part of their Growers Bench line, which I think they do sell on Walmart still. It's like different plants they put out in that are kind of more exotic and hard to find. And it did come in this pot, and it was $17.97. I was hoping to find a Jacqueline, but oh my gosh, this was a pretty good second choice. Ugh, so pretty. But that is it. Those are the new additions to my collection, I guess. Let me know some things you bought this month. I would love to know what they are. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.